It's the Zone 96.3 where everything rocks, and super excited to have on the phone today Joe from Halestorm. How's it going, man?
Hey, man. It's going well. How are you doing?
Doing good. Looking forward to seeing you guys. The Shrine Auditorium coming up April 20th, Saturday night, 420 show, which we don't have legal weed here, but just medical. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of sick people at the show.
Yeah, I'm sure they've got their, I'm sure they have their cards and they're ready. And
that's right.
One day we'll get that here in Nashville, but it's not here yet. So you guys are lucky to even have that.
There you go. Shrine Auditorium with Palais Royale and Bisto Blanco. How's the tour going so far?
We actually haven't even started the tour yet. You guys are. I think you guys are stop number 2. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's exciting. If you guys haven't seen Bisto or Palais yet, they're both awesome and they're totally different. So it's going to be rock and roll is a wide spanning genre, and I think we have a good lay of the land here on this tour. It's cool.
Cool. You guys have been here at least 3 times that I know of, because I've seen you every time that you've been here, I believe. The first time was way back in 2010. I think you were here in 2012, and then 2016 with Lita Ford and Dorothy. And the first time that you guys were here, you came down to the radio station, did an acoustic set.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, cool. Man, we love Billings, and Montana especially. I don't know what it is up there, what's in the water, but you guys go crazy at rock shows, and so much fun. And there's, it's one of the great little rock belts in the country, as far as I'm concerned. Maybe not enough rock shows come up there. I'm not sure, but it's just always a good time. And you guys have always been so hospitable towards us, and I don't know, we like it, man. We always have a good time up there.
Yeah, well, we definitely love our rock shows. And you guys are kind of known for your nonstop touring. That's what I was wondering, if you can even tell when a tour stops and then the other one begins, because you guys are almost always out.
Yeah, we try to be out as much as we can. We, genuinely love it. And Lizzie and I were talking about this today. We start rehearsals tonight, and our crew's flying in today. And, we just we've been off for 10 days since we got back from Japan, 10 days ago. And I think I just got over the jet lag today, and I'm like, wow, I slept the whole night. This is awesome.
Right.
And now we get to hang out again with all our best friends. Our crew and the band is I don't know, we're all really tight, and there's nothing like doing what you love and traveling the world with the people that you love, and it's just exciting to get everyone back together. And it's what we like to do. The road is kind of home for us, so it's just
actual home.
Who we are.
Are you guys based out of Nashville now?
3 of us live here. RJ, Lizzie's little brother, lives in L.A. still, and we're trying to convince him to get out here so we can have more shenanigans can ensue. That kid is the life of any party he's at, and we're trying to get him out here. And one of these days we will, or we won't, whatever. But most of us live here, and it's such a great rock and roll community in this town. I know everyone thinks of Nashville as country, and it is it is country, but there's this awesome rock and roll thing happening here. We just went to a show last night with 4 local bands, and they were so good. It's insane, the level of musicianship happening here, and they rocked. There was 3 chick singers in these different bands, and they were ripping it up at this tiny club, and they're all our rock and roll friends were out, these producers and these great musicians, and that's it's the kind of thing when we get off the road, we get to go see other rock and roll and hang out with our rock friends, and I love this town. It's great.
I do too, man. I was going to say Nashville's my favorite city. I actually just got back from there not very long ago for Kid Rock's Big Fish Fry.
Oh, cool. Yeah, up at Fontanelle.
Yeah,
right?
At Fontanelle, exactly.
Cool. Was it a good time?
It is a good time. It's the second time I've been out there for it. He puts on a hell of a party.
Yeah, it's Kid Rock. It's always a party.
Right. So you guys have obviously been all over the world now, Japan and Australia and just about everywhere. What's your favorite city or your favorite country to play in?
Oh, man, there's a few. Paris is always amazing. And, they're like I was saying about Montana, there's something there, man. They just go crazy at rock shows. We did one a few years ago. We headlined this really, really cool old theater downtown Paris, and it was 3,000 people, and our monitor and our front of house, our sound mixer, sent us a video of him at the board trying to mix our show. He's like, can't mix you tonight. And the people were going so nuts and jumping around and just going so crazy that the soundboard was just like tilting back and forth. He literally couldn't get his fingers on the knobs to properly do things. It was awesome. You know, it was like, what a funny visual, something you don't expect to see. And like stuff like that, you know, Paris is just one of those golden cities. And we played there. We had played the Bataclan before, and we'd played there not too long after that shooting happened with Eagles of Death Metal. And and it was like super emotional. You know, it was like there was a bunch of people there, and they had signs that were like, "We are not afraid," and you know, their rock and roll was their defiance to this hate and this terrorism, and I loved it. It was, you know, it was heavy and amazing and beautiful all at the same time. So that's always a special city for us. That, and you know, South America, it's like the Beatles. Any band that goes down there will tell you. You get down there, and people are waiting for you at the airport. They're camped out at the hotel. It's trippy. It's like, wow, this is going on here. Awesome.
You guys have toured with just about everybody under the sun, too, from Papa Roach to Buck Cherry and Shinedown in Theory and Disturbed. Who's your favorite act to go out on the road with?
Oh, man, that's not fair. I can't just pick one like
who's
that.
Who's one of your favorite
acts? I'm going to
go
with what's coming up. We're doing a co-headline tour with Alice Cooper coming up this summer. And I'm just going to go with that because Alice is a badass mofo, and he's so cool and so nice and one of the great legends in this business, you know. So him and his band are great. I don't know. We're just really excited. My favorite thing is that we're playing here in Nashville, but it's at the Grand Ole Opry. Alice Cooper and Halestorm at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville, and it's hilarious to me. I hope he does a guillotine right over there's a circle on that stage right in the middle. Because it's a new place, the Grand Ole Opry, but they have a circle of the original floor where everyone did their performance, all the old country guys from the 30s and 40s. They have that piece of flooring there, and I hope he puts a guillotine right on it, just to mess with country music, and I'm excited about it.
That would be an awesome show. Do you golf?
No. Some of our crew guys do, but I go fishing when I'm on the road. I bring some rods and some tackle and try to get some guides if we have a day off somewhere, or just find a lake myself. That's my day off activity.
That's awesome. I wish we had a little more lead time to find out how long you're going to be here, because I love fishing, man. Well, I like drinking beer by the river, but I'll throw a pole in every once in a while, too.
Yeah, they go hand in hand.
Right.
Beer tastes better with fishing.
That's right. I'm digging the new album, the Vicious album. It's a little bit different sound, definitely heavier.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, kind of a little more heavy metal than hard rock, I think, this time around, right?
You think? I don't know. You know, that people have been saying that, and to me, it's just
it's just how you evolved.
We literally just chased the moments in the music that got us excited, and turns out it's a little bit heavier.
Yeah.
Maybe next time it'll be even heavier, or I don't know. That's our new goal for records. Is just there's no like preconceived notion. Just what gets us excited. Cool. Let's just do that. And if we're making the moments, you know, Nick, our producer, Nick Raskulinix, who's like he's one of the great rock and roll producers of all time. That's what he told us. He's like, listen, if you get excited about the music, your fans will get excited. So stop worrying about shit that doesn't matter.
There you go. Yeah,
we're like sailors, but yeah, and I think it was, you know, we're like, okay, fine. So we did that, and Vicious is what happens when we get excited about writing music. So I'm, you know, looking forward to next time, and I'm glad that you dig it. Thank you.
Totally. The first album came out in 2009. And it seems like it's been 3 years in between each one of them. 3 years. Does that mean we got to wait until 2021 to see another one?
Sure, hope not, man. I don't know. We were just talking about that today, Lizzie and I, and I hope we're booked through the end of this year touring. So we're not going to be making any records this year, but hopefully next year. There's not much booked, and there seems to be a thing with the way that digital music has taken over, that the album cycles are starting to happen a little shorter and get more music out seems to be the thing, which I love. So hopefully we can start writing and get something together for next year, but we'll see. Who knows what is going to pop up.
Right on.
I'm not, that's not my job.
Right.
We just play the music and go where they tell us.
So what's the favorite song to do live?
Right now I'm going to go with Miss the Misery, because we have the whole. My favorite part about our live shows, we've incorporated some improv into it, just straight up. We don't know how we're going to end this part. We don't know really how it's going to start, and it's going to be a journey, and we don't know what that journey is. And to me, that's living. You know, that's where music is alive and breathing, and us in front of a bunch of people trying to make some moments happen. And it usually works out. We're getting way better at it, and only once in a blue moon we'll have a train wreck, which is hilarious. It's rock and roll. It's not supposed to be perfect, and that's the living, breathing part of a live show to me, is that the improv bits and the things where you're kind of living on the edge. You don't want things to go wrong, and they could go wrong, and hopefully they don't. And that. So we do that in Misery. We do it in Amen. But like I said, we're starting rehearsal today, and we're going to get some new jams going and find some new places and moments to make. So I'll have a new favorite one, I'm sure, by the time we get to Billings.
Awesome. Saturday, April 20th, the 420 show at the Shrine with Palais Royale and Bisto Blanco. Joe from Halestorm, thank you very much for taking time today, man. We'll see you at the show.
No, thank you, Willy. Have a good one, man. See you there.